Okay, as promised, I will go over the keyword translation factory tool. So you go to keywordtranslationfactory.com, sign up for an account, and when you sign in, you will have a dashboard which looks like this. So the first thing I will do is go into LSI, relevant keywords, and my keywords that I'm trying to search for is dental implants, and I can choose to look just for age, 64 or 512. 512 will return the largest amount of a potential keyword. So for this demonstration I get 64. You see down here I have 64, so I copy that text into my clipboard, I close it, and then I'll go down to this tool down here where I can scrub keywords. So what I'll do, I will paste the keywords in here, and you can see there'll be some words that I want to take out, like maybe Canada 2017, Mexico, maybe South Africa, and what else? Australia, Melbourne. So what I'll do, I will go here, make sure that this one is checked. I'll paste in the words that I need, and see I have most of them here. I'll put in South Africa here, and then I'll scrub. So you can see it says down here I put in 65, and when I have done this it will produce 37. I can see I checked this remove words with NYC Texas. I'll just eliminate that and scrub it again, and I'm down to 37 keywords. So what I'll do, I will copy that text and go to another tool. So I go to the dashboard again. And in the dashboard, I'll click this combine keywords, but that lets me manipulate the keywords I've just been getting here. So the way it functions is that you have 4 columns. You can design whether it should combine the columns that you have here and in what order. So you could actually turn around so this will come last if you like. But generally what you will do is you will combine whatever is in these columns. So for the sake of having my list, I create a combination first as a plain, and then I will say, okay, I want to give it another round where I put best in front of it. So you can see I have 37 lines here, so I create a new combination, and it will give me 34 where I have best in front of the keyword, best tooth implants near me, best dental implants around me. So you can swap, of course, these words around and put in front of whatever you like. You could add call now, and then phone number, or you could add a location and then swap around for this. So this will be 3 and this will be 4 instead of. So that's basically how the keywords combination tool works, and it's quite good, and let you create quite an amount of keywords in a very, very short time. I will copy the combined keyword list and show you another tool. So I'll go back here to the dashboard. And I'll use this tool called Spintax Spinner, where I could create Spintax for the keywords. So I pasted in here one by each line, and it seems that it didn't remove the Philippines, so I spelled it wrong, maybe. So you have two boxes, and if you click the one, make spin text, you can see here it creates the spin text, and you could have combined it down here with another text, so you can create whatever you like in terms of spinning an article or whatever you like. But here I've used these as titles, so I will copy that to my clipboard or download it as a text, so that I will be able to use that when I'm working on other aspects of my rankings. So again, a quite nice tool in the keyword translation factory. You also have another tool down here, which is called URL to HTML links. So if I went back to my combined keywords, copy the combined text here, and go down URL to HTML. What this tool does is that it enables you to create contextual links. So you can see here I put in a few URLs, and I will put in all the keywords that I want. The only problem here is that you will have to have the amount of URLs to match the amount of keywords. So here it will only create, I think, 8, because I only put in 8 URLs up here. But basically what you're doing is that you create this convert URL to HTML links, and you can see down here it has created in this instance an unordered list with the links and the contextual text or anchor text. So that was because this one was checked up here, put all links into a bordered list. If you choose no special formatting, it will only create ordinary links for you. So if I'm doing that, you can see it's just creating a hyperlink here. And you can then copy that and paste that into any documents that you want to use it. So again, quite effective tool. So this is just a few examples of what the keyword translation factory does for you. And the only disadvantage here is that you won't get any search volume on your LSI relevant keywords that you extract from the tool. So you don't know really where the money is in that respect. So we'll take a look at other tools that will do that. So next up will be Nigel Patel's übersuggest. So we'll go to that in a second. So here I've gone to übersuggest, Nigel Patel's keyword tool. It has a lot of different features. It can look for a domain or keyword, and it can go in and look at competition. So again, if I'm looking for dental implants here, you can choose the search engine, whether you want any of the other Google engines around the world, and you just hit search, and it will work a little bit, and it will produce a result for us. So we just give it a little bit of time, and it came out and said that the search volume for dental implants is 90,500. It also gives an indication of the numbers of searches during the last month, which is high volume. The SEO difficulty, how hard it will be to rank for that term, and the paid difficulty if you're using AdWords, and the cost per click, the CPC for that term. So if I scroll down, you will have an opportunity to click for view all keywords ideas. So if it has any, it will come up with them. But it seems that we don't get more ideas here. It will give you an overview of the competitiveness, and it says there's a 31% chance that I can rank that term in the top 20, and it lists those top 20 websites over here. So if we're looking at this one, where dentalimplants.com is getting 40,661 visit per month, we can copy that out and look at that URL a little bit later in what we call the SERP analysis. So let me just go back here. So we go over here and take a look. The domain score of this one is only 31. So it seems to be not as authoritative. Like you can see, Wikipedia pages down here has a domain score of 94. It has 40,000 visits after all, so let's try to look dig a little bit deeper into that one. A benefit here is that you can export this to a CSV file. So if I go back to my overview up here, which is presumably the one. So I go back up here and go to the SEO analyzer. That's the tool I want to look at, and I'll paste in the URL I copied before and analyze that website. What I can do, I can actually add 3 more websites and compare those websites to each other. But here it gives an idea of how many errors and warnings there are on a page level SEO score, and it gives you an idea of the load time for the page. You can go into what you call competitor analysis, and then here you will be able to see whatever you have added of those 3 sites that you can be able to put on, and then you will see a comparison table where some of the key factors will go into those in a second, and you can download that as a PDF report. So if you look at the keywords, it doesn't give me anything here, but I hope for that it actually would give us some indication of keywords that's weak on this website, so that we can see where the site is in the ranking for which keywords. But here you can see that the keyword frequency, it is in the title. Here is the weak spot for this website. So there's nothing of dental implants in the meta tag description, and or in the H tags, H1, H2, H3. But that gives you some ideas of how you can maybe go and rank your website against this dental implants, or where you become better. We have in a later show people coming on where we will look at Page Optimizer Pro, and we will having Kyle from Page Optimizer Pro telling about his tool, and we will also later have a session with Cora reports and correlations between your website and your competitors. That's also coming up a little bit later. So you should be looking forward to see a demonstration from Carl and from Ted. That'll be cool shows that's coming up to you. In addition, we have another round coming up next Tuesday. We will have Matt de Cruz from Network Empire coming on. He will be speaking about the keyword qualification matrix, where you will follow the flow of money through your market, and how to silo structure your website in terms of the keyword and the money flow in the market. So very cool. You should be watching that as well. The next tool we'll be looking at is the PowerSuggest Pro tool. It's a standalone application which runs on your desktop, and it's a very powerful tool as well, as it does recursive queries. So if you take a look at, you enter your search term up here in the upper left corner. If you click this one, you can get ideas to search for, whether it's informational, solution seeking, or high buyer intent. And you can use those phrases or paste them into your search term, or you can just type them in, how to, and then if you put in an asterisk, you can actually use what you call joker signs, so that it will take whatever coming after how to, and then you can put in your keyword here and it will search for that. You can choose the different types of search engine it should query, and over here you'll have the Google and YouTube targeting country, so you can swap this United States out for UK or wherever you want. And let's try to do our little search from before. Dental implants. I will go in here and say no to recursive. I won't put any suffix in front of it, and I'll just say okay, I'm searching for that, and you'll see it will run fast and it will give you 25 keywords. So these 25 keywords, you can scrub those as well, so you can delete keywords containing. So if I didn't want Denmark, Mexico, 2018, etc., I'll just hit OK, and it will scrub and reduce the amount of keywords in here. It's a little bit more tricky because you have to scroll up and down here, so maybe you could copy those keywords over into your free keyword translation scrubber tool, and that would be easier. So you saw that it produced 25 keywords. If you go up here and choose recursive, it will give you much more, because it will take each individual keyword it finds down here and do that search again. So it will go into, or take whatever you see down at the lower part of your Google search page, people also search for. And if I hit search here, and see it's running. And this time it produced 353 keywords. You can export that to text. You can save it all to a list. So the save to a list will save it in the software, so you can use it once again later. You can of course just copy all if you like that and put it into a text document. So you have a lot of possibilities here. The numbers that you see here is the numbers of times that the search has been used, and again, if you want volume on it, you will have to go to a tool like übersuggest to look at the volume, or the keyword planner tool to take a look at that. And as I said, next week we have an awful show coming up to you for how to do keyword research with a special tool called DMT. You should look forward to that. But a nice little tool. If you choose here suffix A to Z and run it again, then you can see it will start running dental implants A, and we'll find 10 results on each of them, and it will actually produce quite a lot of keywords. Which again you will have to clean later on. But it gives you more long tails. I will stop it here. You can see it will query 2,394 times, so quite a lot of queries. So I'll stop it here. But basically, that's PowerSuggest Pro. A really cool and nice keyword tool. You will find links in the description below the video here. And remember to subscribe to the channel and hit like if you, of course, like the contents that you saw here. Okay, the next tool we are gonna look at is the PowerSuggest Pro. PowerSuggest Pro is a standalone product, and it's very efficient to find keywords. It's actually a super cool tool. So if you look a little bit at the interface, you will see that you have new search tab up here. You have save keyword list for save keywords, supports and updates. You will enter your search term here, and you can choose whether you want to add it to an already existing run that you have made. And if you need ideas for your keyword search, you can click here, and you can see some phrases for informational searches, for solution seeking searches, and high buyer intent searches. So it's quite good to get ideas from. And let's take a look at what we have been searching for: dental implants. Dental implants. And I will say no here and no to any suffix, and I'll hit search, and it will produce me 25 keywords. Here is the number of occurrence in the each, or how many times the search term occur in the different search engines. In the search engines, you can tick off up here which one you want to use. This one I'm using Google, YouTube and Bing. And if it's for more product keyword related, I will presumably turn on Amazon and eBay as well, or just these two. The search results will come here. You can check mark all like this. You can uncheck. You can delete the checked. You can export into a CSV file or as a text. You can copy all to the clipboard. You can copy all to a Google Keyword Planner tool if you like that. So it's quite convenient to export data out of the program. You can scrub, so you can go in and say that you want to delete anything which has 2018 in it, for example. You can see it's down here, and then you just hit OK, and it will remove that keyword. There was only one in this instance. Here we just searched one round, as you can say, but if we take each of these and search these terms again, you have what we call a recursive search. So I say, okay, I want to search each result once again. And now when I still add them to my current search term result, I click search here, and you will see that we'll find much more keywords. It's working. And it ended up with 352 potential keywords. If you choose this one and say you want A to Z, then it will take each query, dental implants, and then start with A, or with words that start with A, and then go through all those 26 and do that for the next search, and the next search, and next search, and next search, and you will end up with thousands of keywords, long tail keywords. So quite efficient and quite good tool. And as I said, it's a standalone tool, so you will have to download it on your computer. But it's a very cool tool. I use it a lot. I will put a link to the product page for the software in the comments below. And remember to like our channel, subscribe to it. And next week we will have Matt De Cruz from Network Empire. It will be an awesome show. See you then.